A very good evening. It is the 14th day of December 2023. Now, an early Christmas gift to motorists as fuel prices have gone down. And as well, the corridors of justice have been busy today. We have all that prepared for you in tonight's bulletin. I am Nancy Lima. Our sign language interpreter is Felista Adundo. Feel free to share and comment on the stories that we have outlined for you today at Lookuptv on X, Lookuptv on Facebook, and Lookuptv on our YouTube channel. Let's begin. Former Treasury CS Henry Rotich is a free man. In a ruling on Thursday morning, Chief Magistrate Eunice Nyutu attributed the freeing of Rotich and his co-accused to lack of evidence. As Ian Keitani now reports, the 9 were accused of planning to defraud the state at least 63 billion shillings in the construction of Aurora and Kimwarer Dam.
It is a reprieve for former Treasury CS Henry Rotich after Chief Magistrate Eunice Nyutu freed him alongside his co-accused over what she termed as lack of evidence. In her ruling, Nyutu also stated that there was no sufficient evidence to prove that indeed the 9 breached procurement laws, while slamming the DPP and the prosecution for failing on their part.
All the accused persons herein, they are hereby acquitted under Section 210 of the Criminal Procedure Code due to lack of evidence as a result of the reckless dereliction of duty by the prosecution.
The ruling comes just 3 months after State Prosecutor Oliver Murithi in September hinted at the reviewing of the evidence against Rotich once new DPP Renson Ingonga takes over the office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. Furthermore, the prosecution failed to cross-examine former Agriculture CS Peter Munya, who is a whistleblower in the case, when he appeared before court, thus raising further questions. Rotich was fired by former President Uhuru Kenyatta in 2019 after being implicated in the Aurora and Kimwarer Dams scandal, with William RUTO, then Deputy President, disagreeing with some of the questions raised in the scandal.
Heard, for example, that the government has lost 21 billion in Kimwarer and Aurora Dam, which is a flat lie.
Speaking after the ruling, Rotich expressed his satisfaction with the magistrate's decision, insisting on his innocence.
Saying that no poison can go where there's no blood. There's no blood spill. There's no all amount of lies, poison, and everything is survived. So I think the devil has been ashamed. I believe we remain permanently ashamed for those who skew this
Rotich's freedom comes months after President William RUTO announced that the government would embark on the construction of the dams after coming to an agreement with the Italian government.
The government of Kenya and the government of Italy have agreed, and in fact, the process of sorting out the matters in court has already started in earnest. We, as the government of Kenya, are going to withdraw the cases filed against the companies, and the contractors are also going to withdraw the arbitration cases. We have agreed that the restart of this projects is not only urgent, it is priority.
Ian Keitani, Lookuptv.
The Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Epra, has announced a reduction of fuel prices in the latest review. In the review, super petrol price has been reduced by 5 shillings, while diesel and kerosene have been reduced by 2 shillings and 4 shillings respectively. In Nairobi, super petrol, diesel and kerosene will now retail at 212.36, 201.47 and 199.05 respectively. The changes are effective at midnight for the next 30 days. The prices are inclusive of 16% value-added tax in line with the provision of the Finance Act 2023, the Tax Laws Amendment Act 2020, and the revised rates for the excess duty adjusted for inflation as per legal notice number 194 of 2022. And KRA said in a statement, Epra said in a statement rather. Back to the corridors of justice. Naftali Kinuthia, the main suspect in the murder of the Moi University student Ivy Wangishi, has been handed over a 40-year sentence in prison after being found guilty of committing the crime on April 9, 2019 outside Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. Justice Stephen Githinji said that the offense committed was brutal and called for a harsh sentence against the accused. The judge said an innocent soul was lost, but he had also considered pleadings by lawyer Mathenge Wakabi for the accused and lawyers for the victim. The lawyers for the victim and the state had pleaded for the death penalty, but Githinji said the court could not buy the idea of a tooth for tooth in delivering judgment. Moving on, President William RUTO now says the case that is in court against his social health insurance fund scheme is sponsored by cartels who have been minting millions of public money from the Ministry of Health through high level of corruption. That state is adamant there are powerful individuals who are not happy with the reforms in the health sector because they have been benefiting illegally from health funds to the detriment of Kenyans seeking affordable health care. That state has defended the new scheme, which he says will afford all Kenyans access to healthcare. Henry Tende with more.
The Kimalel Goat Auction and Cultural Event in Baringo provided a platform for President William RUTO to speak his mind about those opposed to the reforms currently afoot in the health sector. The head of state seemingly not happy with the case in court sponsored by KMPDU that seeks to stop the social health insurance fund scheme. President RUTO has now termed the proponents of the case as cartels who have been minting millions of public money from the Ministry of Health through corruption.
Kwa sababu wamekuwa wafanyabiashara matapeli katika sekta ya health, wamekuwa matajiri wa kupindukia kwa sababu ya corruption katika mambo ya health, ufisadi wa kupindukia katika mambo ya health. Sasa wameenda kotini kuzuia. Wanafika kotini, wanasema sijui bei imeenda juu.
Equally, the head of state says there are powerful individuals behind the case who are not happy with the reforms in the health sector and that they would rather have the current NHIF scheme continue so that they can benefit.
Na ni watu ambao ni wakora, kwa sababu wamezoea kuiba pesa pale NHIF. Imagine kuna mtu ako na hospitali kona fulani hapo, ati anafanya upasuaji operation, anafanya na ni kona, anafanya ati operation kuliko hospitali ya Kenyatta, kuliko hospitali ya Aga Khan, na ni wizi tu, anaiba pesa ya serikali.
To eliminate corruption and proliferation of funds directed into the universal health care, the new scheme will have all medical records including services provided and payments digitized.
Katika hii sheria mpya tuko na digital health bill ambayo itahakikisha ya kwamba kila delivery ya health service tutajua kwa mtandao, ndio tuweze kuondoa wakora wote ambao wanatuibia pesa na wanaharibu delivery ya health. Na hawa wakora hawawezi kutushinda, tutapambana na wao. Na mimi nataka niwatangazie hawa wakora ambao wanataka eti kuendelea na wizi katika Ministry of Health. I want to tell them it will not go on anymore.
Baringo being one of the regions that continue to witness cases of insecurity, the head of state says his government will not relent in efforts to secure the region and has directed the KDF and police officers to sustain attacks on criminals until they are eliminated.
Serikali ambaye itamaliza uhalifu katika hii kaunti ya Baringo kabisa ni ya serikali ya Daktari William Samoei Ruto.
Hapa North Rift tuko na askari wa jeshi 1,500. Hapa North Rift tuko na askari wa polisi wengine 3,000. Mimi nataka niwahakikishie hawa askari hawawezi kutoka hapa mpaka wakora wote na wezi wa mifugo wote tumalizane na wao.
The security efforts will also see over 20 schools that remain shut due to insecurity rehabilitated and reopened. Henry Tende, Lookuptv.
A total of 37 officers have died in the line of duty within the past year. This is according to Interior CS Kithure Kindiki while presiding over the National Commemorative Service for the Fallen Heroes and Heroines at the National Police Training College in Embakasi. Kindiki also said plans are underway to establish an endowment fund to support families of police officers who die in the line of duty. John Matava with the details.
A solemn atmosphere enveloped the National Police Service College in Embakasi, Nairobi County, as a joint commemorative service was held to honor the fallen heroes of the National Police Service and the Kenya Prison Service. During the service, Interior CS Kithure Kindiki revealed that a total of 37 officers died in line of duty within the past year. Of the 37 officers, 24 were from the Kenya Police Service, 10 from the Administration Police Service, 2 from the Kenya Prison Service, and 1 from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI.
We had lost 54 officers last year. We've tried to make some stopgap interventions. The number this year is 37. Our target is that going forward, we will bring that number to 0.
Kindiki also noted that plans are underway to establish an endowment fund to support families of police officers who die in line of duty.
But we are going to establish an endowment fund which will support families that have been left by our fallen heroes in the line of duty. I did task the institutions concerned to set up the endowment fund.
To avert such fatalities, Kindiki also announced that the government will pump 37 billion Kenyan shillings for modernization of equipment, including personal protective gear, enhanced air and ground mobility, and technology to combat emerging and complex crimes.
In 5 years, starting last year, the government is going to use a total of 37 billion to modernize the equipment of our police and the Kenya Prison Service. The government is going to use a similar amount of money to modernize the equipment of our Kenya Defense Forces.
John Matava, Lookuptv.
Government spokesperson Isaac Mwaura has strongly supported RUTO's sentiments during Tuesday's Jamhuri celebrations, declaring that the government has abolished visa requirements from January 2024. Mevin Getembe tells us more.
As they cannot be able to make their way to Nairobi.
Following President Ruto's controversial move to declare Kenya a visa-free country by January 2024,
it will no longer be necessary for any person from any corner of the globe to carry the burden of applying for a visa to come to Kenya.
The sentiments have elicited mixed reactions. Today, the government spokesperson Isaac Mwaura lauded the directive, saying it will go a long way in boosting revenue through increased tourism.
Policy is in support of the African Free Continental Trade Area, AfCOFTA, and as you may be aware, when the president announced that this is going to be done, a country like Rwanda went ahead to actually copy the same. So because Kenya is really a hub and we want to trade with our fellow Africans.
For tourists visiting the country, they'll be required to have a valid passport, and once that is verified, they will be then registered on a few electronic platforms.
Currently, Kenyans can go to 46 countries in the world without any visa, 46 of them. And that is very commendable. Another 152, you require some visa of a certain time, maybe on arrival or earlier on. And so that will increase this going forward. And Kenya is very keen to also open new consulates like the one in Bogota, Colombo, so that we can also access such a market.
Mwaura has also appealed to all Kenyan citizens living abroad to register online under Huduma Mashinani Majuu program saying they'll be able to access all government services online.
Watu wa aina zao. Kwa hiyo hiyo ni jambo ambalo tunafaa kuliangazia zaidi. Pia kuna huduma za kiserikali ambazo zinafanyika kupitia mtandao. Kwa hivyo katika simu yako ya rununu unaweza kupata hizo huduma zaidi ya 14,000 na zinaendelea kuongezeka.
Mevin Getembe, Lookuptv, Nairobi.
It's a good time for us to take a very fast break here on the program. So much more on the other side, including a lot of sporting action. Don't go too far.
What about mambo fantastic if not scholastic? Chota kuchota na Hetia Supermarket imerudi. Ukifanya tu shopping ya shilingi 1,000, wewe unaingia kwa promotion ya chota kuchota na Hetia Supermarket. Watu wanaendelea kushinda ndani ya Hetia Supermarket. What tata? Kitoko. Wewe na umeshinda
nini? Yote. Hata nalala.
Karibu ndani ya Hetia Supermarket uweze kuchota kwa wingi kabisa. Watu wanasema nini? Nakwambia kwamba chota kuchota. Unangoja nini?
Magari 7 za kushindaniwa, TV, fridge, microwave, shopping vouchers, school fees vouchers, instant prizes na zawadi zingine kemkem. Chota kuchota imethaminiwa na Hetia's Oven Fresh Bakery, Gigabyte, Mount Kenya Milk, Clover's Food Products, Velvex, Magic Drink, Pwani Oil, Arenco, Fruit Juice, Masterchef, Toilex, Coolsip, Mika, Wash Ultra, Philos, Prestol, Nivea, My Choice, Ushindi, Fresh Fry, Arimis Jelly, Cabernet Water, Dettol, Ketepa, Meta, Glucose, Coca-Cola, Rosy Tissue, Big Giant, Elbins, Unilever, Fresh, Unga wa Dola, Blue Band na Pasta Star. Shindano la chota kuchota linaanza tarehe 1 Disemba hadi tarehe 10 Februari mwaka 2024.
Hetia Supermarket, a world of choice.
Infinity Industrial Park is one of the largest private industrial parks located along Eastern Bypass, Nairobi, which provides modern infrastructure for smooth operations for industries and business enterprises. Infinity Industrial Park offers world-class amenities and facilities with wide roads, a police station, a power substation, fire station, public transport stage, hospital, and shopping mall. In addition, Infinity Industrial Park also offers CCTV cameras, 24-hour private armed security patrol, sewer, water, fiber optic cable, and 3-phase power connection, added to public utility, canteen, and dining areas. Sail on the golden opportunity to invest in Infinity Industrial Park fully serviced warehouses at a special price of 3,569 Kenyan shillings per square foot. For more inquiries, visit our website infinityindustrialpark.com.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with Lookuptv. This is Lookup News now. Sinalima here and Felista Adundo on the sign language interpretation. Let's continue with cases of terror attacks rocking coastal county of Lamu in recent months. President William Ruto has assured Lamu residents that the government will do all it can to solve insecurity menace in the region. Speaking at State House when he met with Lamu County leaders, Ruto noted that decisive measures have been taken to improve the situation in Lamu. Martin Masharia files the story.
As efforts to tackle insecurity in the country continue to be heightened, in a meeting at State House, President William Ruto has assured Lamu residents that the government will go to lengths to ensure security is restored.
That I will make sure, as the government of Kenya, we will protect every Kenyan, wherever they are, wherever they live, from whatever the community they come from, in whatever place in Kenya to live, work, do business, take their children to school in every part of Kenya.
President William Ruto urged leaders in Lamu to take responsibility and engage in dialogue with their constituents. He spoke passionately about safeguarding every Kenyan, irrespective of their place of residence. Despite economic challenges facing the nation, he stressed that it should not be a justification for participating in acts of terrorism.
Matatizo ya Lamu hayako kwa wananchi. Matatizo yako kwa viongozi. Uchochezi wa kisiasa ambayo inatuharibia usalama ya wananchi. Imechanganya matatizo ya ugaidi na matatizo ya uchochezi wa kisiasa ambayo inapiganisha wananchi.
This comes at a time when security has been beefed up in Lamu, with the government assuring commitment to resolving the dire situation. Lamu leaders have been urged to take robust actions to maintain community unity and prevent incitement that could contribute to unrest.
Na nyinyi kama viongozi ndio mtakaoamua kama Lamu itakuwa na usalama ama Lamu itaendelea kuwa na matatizo.
Martin Masharia, Lookuptv.
Now, a family in Nakuru is living in agony following the mysterious disappearance of the 18-year-old son, JC James Kamawira, who went missing on Sunday at around 8 p.m. in Jomek area in Nakuru East. According to his father, James Kamawira, the son left home at around 10 a.m. and joined his peers at a Chosen Generation church and parties with his friends minutes before the nationwide blackout. The family hopes the son is alive and is appealing to the efforts of anyone to return him home.
The Kamawira family is in distress for about a week now. Since Sunday, their son, 18-year-old Jesse Kamawira, has been missing. His father, James, remembers with nostalgia their last moment together. He now says Jesse left home at around 10 a.m. and joined his peers at Chosen Generation Church in Nakuru.
The boy is my son, and his name is Jesse James Kamawira. He went missing on Sunday. He left at 10 o'clock in the morning on his way to church. The clothes he was wearing, he had on a black hoodie with a Ferrari logo and grey ragged jeans, and he had a mountain bike. He was riding a mountain bike. They had some activities in church with a group of other teens.
His father narrates that later in the evening, the family contacted his friends to establish his whereabouts, but their efforts were to no avail.
If he is all right, we actually beseech him to come home. He may have been a bit worried that by being late, we may have been angry enough to punish him, but we ask him just to come home. Jesse, come back home. We love you unconditionally. No matter what happened, this is something that we can talk about wherever you are, Jesse. If you hear us, please come back home. And if it is anybody who is holding him, please give me back my son. He is my last born, and we love him unconditionally.
His older brother added that Jesse did not have any friends since they were new in that town, and the church was the only place he liked going.
If anybody has information on my younger brother, please call us, because this boy does not deserve what is happening.
As the search for the young man continues, the family is appealing to anyone with information about Jesse to come forward and report. Ibikadenyi, Lookuptv.
Away from that, Western Gishu Deputy Governor John Bararot and the County Executive Committee member for Health, Abraham Serem, are calling for modernized ways of circumcision to avert deadly incidents in the future. This comes after a number of young boys lost their lives while undergoing the rite of passage in Elgeyo Marakwet and Western Gishu counties this month.
You see, we also have youths who have probably grown up differently, and we're still maybe using older ways of doing things. So this is an ongoing debate that I believe it will culminate into coming up with best ways of ensuring that our boys are circumcised in the right way. So it is actually sad that we lost actually 10 boys during this circumcision rite, but it has brought in debate. We discussed at length even during Jamhuri Day. There's a lot of concern even from the community themselves. So
yeah, by last week we had 29 of our boys in hospital and in various hospitals across town. Is that we have formed a team including officers from the MTRH plus our officers, and we've issued also directives through our public health officers plus the ward administrators to check all those seclusion areas for our children. Those who have issues should be taken to hospital immediately or should be reviewed by a medical practitioner. And more to it, we believe as a department that through the team that we've selected, we will have a policy direction that will inform us in doing the next policy that will guide us into the circumcision.
Dairy farmers in Molo, Nakuru County have been urged to take advantage of the 7-day milk production exhibition held in the county. These were the sentiments of Cooperatives and Micro and Small Enterprises Cabinet Secretary Simon Chelugui, who say that the exhibition will help increase milk production.
During the official closing of the 7-day dairy production exhibition courtesy of USAID held at Molo here in Nakuru County, Cooperatives and Small and Micro Enterprises Simon Chelugui has urged residents at the exhibition to utilize the recently acquired skills to boost their income and increase milk production from 17 billion liters to 40 billion liters annually.
This training for farmers. So we are training farmers and business owners, and also training farmers to be business owners. So that when you're looking at your farming, your farm, you're not just looking at it as the traditional way you're looking at as a farm, you're looking at that farm as a business.
Imefanyika baada ya kufunza hawa watu, tunawafunza maneno ya markets, ni wapi watauza, quality assurance, ndio wauze mbalimbali nchini na pia kule nje. Ya tatu, ni vipi wanaweza kufanya governance structures zenye zinasimama kwa nguvu, taratibu wa kushikilia serikali ya business au governance ya business.
Kenya Dairy Board Marketing Director Dr. Margaret Kibogi stated that KDB is set to use a cooperative model to eliminate brokers and milk transporters in the dairy sector who take advantage of the dairy farmers.
Tunajua kwa hii constituency mheshimiwa tuna produce 17 million liters ya maziwa, na within this period tunataka to double hiyo production ifike 40 million per year. Ndio tukidouble tuna create employment kwa youth, tuna create employment kwa watu hapa ya maneno ya transportation, maneno ya feed, maneno yote ya maneno ya dairy sector. Sasa tuko hapa kuelimisha farmers yetu how to handle, how to increase production, how to feed the animal. Ndio tumefurahi sana kuwa na waziri wetu wa cooperative. Tunajua hapa tuko na cooperatives ya 22.
CS Chelugui asked residents undertaking all the value chains including maize, bananas, sweet potatoes, dairy, poultry and horticulture to come up with cooperatives. He further indicated that the state is formulating new policies and governance structures aimed at increasing the country's milk production from 4.6 billion liters to 10 billion liters per annum.
But farming with an objective. We must make money for us to sustain this business. And we have noticed here that we can grow from very small enterprises to very big organizations. What I've seen showcased by those who support the farmers, we've seen people begin very humble and progressively grow to enterprises that employ hundreds of people.
Regan Lemeguran, Lookuptv.
Tourism stakeholders in Watamu area in Kilifi County have expressed their preparedness for the December festivities as hotels record 70% bookings. However, despite the high bookings, some hoteliers are complaining of the blocking of their beachfronts by stalls and are urging the Ministry of Tourism and the Kilifi County government to intervene, relocate the stalls and open up the beach areas.
At Lion Beach Resort, a 4-stay facility with 65 rooms,
Already 50 rooms have been booked with more inquiries and bookings done every day. According to the resort's local manager Ignace Mchana, the hotel guests who are majorly Italians contribute largely to the coastal economy. He, however, complained about the limited access to the Blue Lagoon beach due to mushrooming stalls that have blocked the access. He also added that the Lion Beach Resort has got 75% of its room at a sea viewpoint, but there are structures right in front of the rooms and directly on the beach, which is interfering with the ambience that tourists pay to enjoy.
Day after tomorrow we'll have arrivals, we'll have guests coming in. Our worry is the beach. We have a problem with the beach. When the guests come in, the first thing they request is we want to go to the beach because this is a beach hotel. But unfortunately, we cannot access the beach. We've tried our level best to contact the authorities involved, and I believe they are working on this. But if they can fast track this so that at least we have the beach ready for us, it will be better for us because the guests, the first thing they want is when immediately they come, they want to go to the beach.
Sentiments were echoed by Carlos Saputo, who said that the blockade to the beach may end up ruining the beach tourism experience in the area and urged the relevant government agencies to order the pulling down of all the structures along the beach fronts in the area.
The problem only for access in the beach because I have the construction in front of the hotel. Ready, the rest already. Now I have the problem for my client, 20 December is arriva. I promised the beach for use the umbrella and the bed in front of the beach. Non have this area at the beach.
Catherine Saina, Lookuptv.
Let's now get sporty. Mumias Complex played host to a remarkable turnout of 200 athletes hailing from diverse training camps across the western region. This marked the Intercamp Under-20 trial competition, a platform aimed at identifying and nurturing young talent in the realm of athletics. Kakamega County emerged as the winner, securing the top spot, closely trailed by Vihiga. However, Bungoma and Busia found themselves at the tail end of the competitive spectrum. The inaugural NCBA Kenya Invitational Junior Tournament is set to take place this weekend from Friday 15th December to Sunday 17th December at the Windsor Golf Hotel and Country Club. The event, which is organized by US Kids Golf in collaboration with the Junior Golf Foundation and sponsored by the NCBA Bank. The tournament will bring together over 120 junior golfers from Kenya and various parts of the world, including Argentina, Austria, Belgium, China, Ghana, India, South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda and Zimbabwe.
I like that.
I'm really excited for the tournament because I'm playing for Kenya and because I'm playing with one of my competitors that I really want to beat. So I think I might come first because I have a lot of competitors that I will be challenging. So let's hope I have a good game tomorrow and we finish off well with a good score.
Kenya, and my expectations is I might come second place. Yeah, because I have a competitor that I really want to beat, so my target is him.
Ronald Company has partnered with two-time Safari Rally winner Glenn Edmonds in this year's East Africa Safari Rally, which has entered Day 5. The company will be seeking entry into Safari Rally business and will continue giving support to the legend driver for the coming years. The race kicks off tomorrow at 6 a.m. with drivers tackling 3 more competitive stages before getting a rest at Amboseli Lodge.
But is navigating very experienced Kenyan legend, and we are happy to have him in the car again. For us, it's an honor, and actually it was not easy at the beginning for us because we were still catching out some problems, technical problems with the car. There was some bending of the steering, problems with transmission, but we were able to find these problems and fix them. So even though Glenn wasn't so happy at the beginning, now it's much better. The team is much more trained and merged together. Also, Glenn is happy with us, so that makes us really proud of the team. And among other supporters and sponsors, I would like to mention Ronald's, which is a Kenyan accounting company, and without them, this wouldn't be possible, this huge experience for all of us.
Glenn is not only our customer, but also a partner to us, because that's how we've decided to view our clients, as partners. And that's why we're here today to support Glenn Edmonds, who's been our client for many years, over 10 years now. And we want to congratulate him for the great job they've done over the last couple of days.
And just like that, we've come to the end of the broadcast this evening. We appreciate you for being part of it. And remember, during this festive period, be more watchful and on alert on the roads and elsewhere as well. I'm Nancy Nalima. Our sign language interpreter has been Felista Adundo. We appreciate you for watching. Have yourselves a pleasant evening and good night.